Physical literacy is the only cause that can drive each one of us, irrespective of what phase of life that we come from. In this session, we will be majorly focusing on children's, what are the opportunities and what are the challenges that we see that is being faced by all of us during different phases of life, especially when we talk about where the grassroots and everything begins. So it all begins from school. So you change the school system, every line of action will be a better line of action once we sort everything out there. To discuss this, we have enchanting and enriched personalities with us. What made that changes in 2014 when you started with this physical literacy journey for your group of schools? What were your experiences and how it was accepted by all the other people? Because it was relatively a very new concept at that point of time. So, what was your set of experiences and how it came out to be?
Happy morning to all of you. My sincere thanks to IPLA and Geeta Krishnaraj for this opportunity given to me to express myself. Well, NSN group of schools prepares students for life. So, focusing a lot on attitude, skill, and knowledge. This is not a school which focuses only on academics. We focus on the holistic growth of the child. Students used to participate in a lot of sporting competitions. They used to win a lot of prizes, and we were also very proud of their achievements. But I noticed one thing, that this new generation was leading a very sedentary lifestyle. They had literally become couch potatoes. They were more with gadgets, and there were lesser spaces for them to, play around. School was only place where they had a large playground, but not anywhere else. That concept is not there where children can go and practice and, play around. Like when we were kids, there were a lot of open spaces where we could go and play. And I found that these children were not after school hours, they were in front of the gadgets, not doing anything. There was no physical movement as such. So I used to find children sometimes, if the assembly in the morning extended, 5 minutes more, they used to literally faint. So I was thinking, what is the point in winning so many medals and so many cups when basically their eating habit is not right and they're not doing anything about their fitness levels? They should know how the body functions. And sports and games, probably in school and college, they will have a lot of competitions to participate, but fitness is for life. And NSN is a school which prepares students for life. So what about the fitness part? Sound mind and a sound body is what Swami Vivekananda said. So sound mind, but there's a sound body. So we were quite anxious about it because the physical education curriculum in the school was focusing more only on the games and things that they have to play, but not about how the body functions or how they need to take care of the body. I should say that is when the Maverick Physical Literacy program came to our rescue, and Geeta Krishnaraj explained to us that's exactly what I had in mind, that children should know about their body. They should be body conscious because that body of theirs is their temple. That is the vehicle for this, birth, and they should know how to take care of their body. And she said we are bringing in a physical literacy program which will work on the awareness of students about their body. And yes, initially it took a couple of years for us to convince the parents, because for them PT periods are more about playing games. But then, yes, of course, since the trust in us is huge, they understood. We were able to convince them, because children used to go home and tell the parents how much fun they were not realizing the fact that we are working on their body, but it was a lot of fun for them. And they were going home and telling parents that, this period is something we look forward to. And children started enjoying, and in the bargain, they were also, learning a lot about their physical fitness and becoming more aware of themselves.
Right. So, Ms. Chitra, would you like to share of what was the take of the from the student side, and how the parents, you have already mentioned how the student took this, because it wasn't easy, that because suddenly when somebody loves to play a certain sport or something, and then you redirect them because it is lot about their choices that they wanted to make, and we might be knowing that what may be holistically good for them. So how the student responded to it?
Yeah, for the students, there are students who are not interested in sports also. Not all students are interested in sports. Some of them are a little laid back. But this curriculum, this physical literacy curriculum designed by Maverick is, works on, the right brain, the left brain. It works on, everything that it is a lot of fun for children. They're enjoying while they exercise. I wouldn't even call it exercising. They are actually playing with your body. So the curriculum is so interestingly designed that children, when you use the word exercise itself, they're put off by that. So it was not like an exercise for them, but it was more of a fun period for them where they were not reluctant. They were actually looking forward to Maverick. They're ready for a Maverick period. They wouldn't want to miss a Maverick period. Even if they are not able to come to school on a particular day, they really wish they can come for the Maverick period, at least for that Maverick period. It became like that because not all students are interested in sports per se, but all of them started showing interest in Maverick because the curriculum level wise is designed like that, right? From first standard onwards, it's decided. I mean, we have it from first standard. Of course, they have it from kindergarten to 12th standard. We had taken up from class 1 to class 8, and still now we are running it for class 1 to class 8. And it is designed in such a way that it makes it very interesting for children. So they wouldn't want to miss the physical literacy class, the Maverick.
So I think the key word that I'll take it from here is, with this kind of curriculum, and the student got self motivated to be a part of it, right? And which we say it that motivation itself is one of the major components when we talk about physical literacy. Chitra ma'am, I would like to come back to you and just have one small comment. I was just listening to this young boy and the way he's speaking and the way he was sharing his experiences. I mean, that's what we want at the end of the day. Our students may or may not be doing good at all the levels, but if he is an ardent speaker, if he has the philosophy of everything. So, what you would like to suggest or ask Abir on that ground? Chitra ma'am, over to you.
No, I fully agree with what he had to say because I truly believe that sports brings in that discipline in a child. It should bring that discipline in the child because many of these youngsters do not know the importance of their body. They resort to vices because they are not body conscious. Once you become body conscious, you will not touch anything which is not good for your body, and you will keep yourself fit. I think that is one way because in our school we have a gym, and we have started the gym only because we wanted these children to become, body conscious and take care of their body so that they don't resort to any kind of vices. And early in life, if they are into sports, it gives them that discipline, to work out every day and mainly to take care of their body. The importance of the body is very, it is essential that we teach them when they're very young. And like he said, all the leadership skills and that confidence that he has developed. I don't think even a subject that you study ardently or earnestly can give you that confidence as much as when a child has to, go out into the field, play the game, meet and interact with so many people in different geographies. They have to go and play. So they become very adaptable also. So it's not just the team spirit, it's also the leadership skill, which he was talking about. Even a child who's a bookworm and who's a top ranker in the class need not necessarily have that confidence and that leadership skill which sports can give. So if you can combine both sports and academics, I think it's a brilliant combination where you can move forward in life with the required qualities on the field and off the field. Both contribute and complement each other. So I think yeah.
I think we need more people like you that who understands the both sides of the coin. And I think it is very much important. So lastly, but not the least, I would like to thank each one of you with my folded hands for being a part of this wonderful session. And it was really enchanting and knowledge valuable for me to gain insights from you. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Amit, for inviting us. Over to you.
Thank you, Ashish and panelists, for an amazing session. Moving forward, I'll now invite Maverick Fit Kids, Maverick as an organization, India's first homegrown physical literacy curriculum in 2014. They were the pioneer in that. And since then, they have been working with various schools. Their impact has been minimum 11,000 children every day. And through events and workshop, it could go in up to 1 lakh. And the whole perspective of physical literacy for children came when they completed their 10 years as a pioneer in fitness. And they decided that let's do something which is really meaningful to children. Something through which children can be self-engaging in physical activity. They can be self-responsible for their physical activities. And for this conference section within India, they are our sponsor for the event and supporting us a lot. So on behalf of Maverick, I congratulate the CEO Geeta and co-founder Krishna Raj to take this journey of physical literacy in India, and request Geeta to share her thoughts about how she has been working with various schools on physical literacy.
Situations in life have kinesthetic, logical, and collaborative components. Solutions, therefore, need to be born from every individual being intellectually, physically, emotionally, and socially engaged. Welcome to Maverick. I'm Geeta Krishnaraj, CEO of Maverick Literacy Private Limited, India's first physical literacy curriculum in schools since 2014. I'm a holistic lifestyle coach with the Czech Institute USA, a metabolic typing advisor from Health Excel UK, and a certified yoga teacher from Yoga Alliance International, besides being a professional classical Bharatanatyam dancer for over 40 years. I'm also a curator of physical literacy, and I'm associated with the IPLA, the International Physical Literacy Association UK, as a member of their training and education group. We at Maverick are very grateful that in learning and serving physical literacy, our lives have been enriched and has become worthy. Learning is the relationship between three components: the student, the teacher, and the content, all set in a social bubble called the school, which in turn is part of the larger society. Every student needs to answer the why of being healthy to begin their physical literacy journey. Maverick helps create a disposition of self-discipline in students by using the principles of the action-feeling cycle embedded in the choice-consequence fabric. That is, our behavior stems from feelings and emotions on the one hand, and our thoughts and beliefs on the other, both of which are in turn caused by our experiences and our memories. We strive to create experiences that enrich the students' positive feelings. By enumerating the varied consequences of every experience, we help them make better choices that in turn shapes their feelings and beliefs about their health, cyclically influencing their behavior. The Maverick process is very scientific and helps students choose positive life-affirmative behavior.
Hi everyone, this is Pratiksha of NSN Memorial Senior Secondary School, Chennai. I'm in class 12. I got to know about Maverick Fit Kids program when I was in grade 5. Maverick introduced me to the world of fitness and also taught about healthy eating habits. Exercises to rhythm and music inspire children like me to start and continue to stay fit. Thanks to Maverick.
The teachers, on the other hand, need to address the how by understanding that teaching is not an act of control, leading an unfinished child to a predefined outcome. The how is a unique chemistry that the teacher weaves on their students to effectively facilitate learning. We empower teachers to be facilitators rather than instructors, making them view physical activity through the lens of consistent engagement for life for every child, rather than as a competitive field of expression for just a few. We provide the necessary knowledge and tools to engage in a wide variety of activities, the scientific processes that will lead to positive experiences for their students.
Hi, I am George and I have been a Maverick Fit Kids trainer since 2016. Before Maverick, I used to focus on goal and competition. Maverick Physical Literacy has made me focus on the process, making exercise a part of life, like eating and sleeping. Every student does every activity differently. I work to make exercising a happy part of every student's life.
And of course, the content answers the what. Currently, physical education, by and large world over, does focus on providing exposure to students in a multitude of activities. But these still fall under a segmented learning approach, where transference of knowledge beyond the scope of that particular activity is not established. Cumulative learning, on the other hand, is where students transfer knowledge across contexts and build their knowledge over a period of time, thereby becoming willing to explore newer avenues to find meaningful activities to engage in for life. The content or lesson plans that Maverick provides have cross-curricular exposure and adopts the pedagogy of cumulative learning with a free flow of concepts and principles from varied physical, cognitive and affective domains. That is, we not only build upon existing knowledge within a vertical to facilitate cumulative learning, we support combinatory play, that is, combining ideas to form new ones in a crossover of experiences to enrich the student's physical literacy experience. Incorporating the research findings on embodied learning, neuroplasticity, rhythmic literacy, pattern recognition, multiple intelligence, and the cognitive value of movement, the Maverick Fit Kids physical literacy curriculum combines principles of various fitness regimens, dance, yoga, and sports drills, presenting the science of physiology with the art of self-awareness and meditation. We present comprehensive lesson plans digitally via a trainer app for the teachers and a student app for each student, which are detailed with animated videos, instructions, customized music, and simple implements, adding immense richness and depth to any school's agenda for the holistic development of their students.
Hi, my name is Chitra Prasad. I'm the correspondent of the NSN group of schools. The Maverick Fit Kids program is a fun-filled session for the students, which they enjoy thoroughly and look forward to. It is a vibrant program which also creates awareness in the students about the importance of being healthy and fit. And that is what I love about the Maverick Fit Kids program.
Maverick inspires every student to take personal responsibility, empowers every teacher to facilitate positive experiences for their students, and provides integrated physical literacy lesson plans that combine structure with flexibility, processes with creativity, and an exposure to a plethora of innovative physical activities that are blended seamlessly. Maverick's vision is to open the doors of self-awareness for every child to experience that embodied feeling, so that their journey of physical literacy flourishes for life. We welcome you to join hands with us to spread the Maverick experience. Thank you all so much for joining us. This is a dream come true for me because when Maverick started its journey on physical literacy, we literally had to go explaining to everyone the importance of something that is so important called your human body, because without your body, you don't exist. And I'm so grateful to Chitra Prasad of the NSN Group of Schools for trusting us and starting this journey for us and being with us right through as a pillar of strength. And to every one of you right here and right now for making this dream of ours come true. Yes, Amit, I'm ready for your questions.
Thanks, Geeta. It was quite useful for all the attendees also to understand the work which we are doing. First challenge, you said very clearly that it was initially tough to get this idea put across the school management. When we look at such program implementation on ground, and since we are a lot of physical education teachers as well, do you think teachers can learn it easily and start facilitating physical literacy based session?
I think it's very easy. It's very easy because it's an attitudinal shift. And once you get that attitudinal shift, then of course we have to keep improving. If today Dr. Margaret doesn't want to say that she already knows everything about physical literacy, if that is who she is, how can anyone ever say that we have arrived or we already know? So that is never going to happen. But that you've started the journey, that you have a basic understanding and are willing to look and walk down a different path is enough to start. And I think basically it's just that attitudinal shift if we are able to create the culture and provide the support. And here I say provide the support in terms of content, because being a dancer does not mean you become a choreographer. That takes a different skill. And so till the time comes when, but every dancer becomes a choreographer in their own right when they are comfortable with their body and their movements. So till that time, a little bit of hand-holding to ensure that every physical educator gets to understand the nuances will help for them to really deepen their own understanding and spread the message in this PL journey.
And in this model of physical literacy, how do you assess the progress of the children and how the parent assess that as well?
Yeah, so we have 3 types of assessments. One are as required by the Government of India from schools on the fitness assessments, which is part of the PE program that is given to schools. So we have that as one segment of it. The second part is what we call the 3A review. The 3A review stands for Awareness, Advocacy and Action Plan. So the teachers who are, the trainers who are conducting the program get to know the students very well. And there are basic components that we want the child to know. Like, for example, suppose a 2-year-old is not able to control his ball. So object control skills need to be enhanced. So the teacher makes a note. So the awareness, why you need object control, and the advocacy that because you do object control, there is so many other things about your life that is going to actually enhance. And the action plan, why don't you just gift him a ball and make him play around at home? So I'm taking a very simple example. So we do this for all grades across the year and send out reports to the parents on the awareness of a particular skill, the advocacy of why that skill is important and why we want them to encourage that, and the action plan of how it can be supported at home. And thirdly, we have, during this COVID times, especially because schools are closed, our digital app supports a lot of parental intervention, because naturally students can't use the app on their own, little ones especially. So there is a lot of ingrained things that are added to it. So there are, say, everyday challenges. So did your child eat 2 vegetables at least today? So the parent is expected to help the child understand why vegetables are important. And we have videos that showcase all that. So parents are supposed to facilitate that. And every time the child does something positive, they get stars. So they earn, say, 1,000 stars over a period of 6 months. And that motivates them that they are on the right path, especially for younger children. That becomes a motivating factor.
Thanks, Geeta. Thanks for this initial introduction. And as she's already mentioned the website in the chat. So if anyone wants to get in touch, please do so. I'll request Geeta now to take the session forward.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amit. And before I take the session forward, I also want to thank Dr. Margaret Whitehead for the personal interactions we've had, to thank Nigel, Karen, and everyone at IPLA for giving me an opportunity to be a part of such a big forum and such a large dream. And of course, Amit and Sonali and everyone at the physical literacy platform in India for supporting and being the family that I was looking forward to relate with, to take the physical literacy message across. So thank you all so much. If we began with the Ayur Mantra as prayer for our health and well-being, I think it's most appropriate to conclude this conference with a pledge, owning up responsibility for our personal well-being and of those around us. If in prayer, we extended our arms to receive the bounties of life, in gratitude, we bow down our heads for the benevolence bestowed upon us this life. May I request you to take this pledge with me today? The words are now on your screen. I affirm, every time I move, I open myself to new possibilities. Every activity I do, I encounter new feelings. I explore my world outside and within. Experience the joy of being alive and vibrant. My mind and body are in complete harmony. I am happy, healthy, and active in my physical literacy journey. In every moment and with every movement, I create myself. I am unique in my experiences, guided by my motivation, confidence, physical competence, knowledge, and understanding. I create my physical literacy journey, and it creates me. Our relationship is for life. Thank you so much for joining us. Jai Hind.